were working on these exercises here, and you had to keep track of a variety of things. You had to read the time signature, figure out what conducting pattern it corresponded to. You had to keep track of your bar lines and measures and all that sort of thing. But, as I'm sure you noticed, there were no notes in those examples. So what we're going to do next in section 1.2 is to learn 3 basic note values. And these are really easy, and they have memorable values. So let's take a look at these 3 symbols. This is a quarter note here. So you've got a filled in note head and it's got a stem. Sometimes the stem goes up, sometimes it goes down, but either way, it's a quarter note and it's worth 1 beat. Next up is the half note. So here we've got, in contrast to the quarter, we have a hollow note head there. The stem's going up, it can also go down. Half note gets 2 beats. So quarter note gets 1, half note gets 2. And finally, out of these 3, we've got a whole note. It looks just like an oval, and it's worth 4 beats. So again, quarter note, half note, whole note, 1 beat, 2 beats, 4 beats. Now let's get a sense of what these notes actually sound like in real time. And to do that, we're going to do these little exercises here. So for the first one, I say, clap each of these rhythms while counting to 4. In other words, we're going to count 4 beats over and over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just keep that pattern going. Now, since a quarter note lasts for 1 beat, when we're clapping quarter notes, we're going to clap once per beat. So check it out. It'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm clapping quarter notes and I'm counting to 4. Each clap corresponds to a quarter note, which corresponds to 1 beat. Now let's try half notes in that same drill. So half notes, of course, get 2 beats each. So that means when you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, well, each half note is going to last for 2 counts. So it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each half note lasts for 2 of your counted beats. Then lastly, the whole note, you can see where I'm going with this. It's going to last 4 beats total. So that means you clap and you hold that clap for your 4 counts, and then you resume with another clap on the next one. So something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in fact, if you do them all in sequence, you'll realize, oh, well, the quarter notes feel kind of fast. The half notes perhaps feel kind of medium, and the whole notes feel kind of slow. So here is 1 count of quarter notes followed by 1 full count of half notes, and then 1 full count with just the 1 whole note. So something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I did quarter notes, then I did 2 half notes, and then I finally did 1 whole note. So that's one way to practice these, just to get a sense of how they sound in time. The next variation is to conduct and ta these rhythms. So you're going to be using your voice, of course, here, and you're going to be conducting a 4 pattern. So we were counting to 4. That's one way of representing that beat pattern, but another way, of course, is to use our down, in, out, up pattern. So we're going to ta each of these rhythms while conducting that 4 pattern. And this is particularly useful for all of you who are singers. If you sing in choir, you sing as part of a band or what have you, this is a great way to start to get your timing down and to read music and figure out when you're supposed to sing your given notes. So conduct that 4 pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's do quarter notes first. So quarter note gets 1 beat, so that means you're going to ta each beat that you conduct. So something like this. Ta, 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 ta. So those are your quarter notes. Now, for the half notes, each half note lasts for 2 beats. That means you're going to hold out a ta for 2 of your 4 counts and then do another ta for the remaining 2 counts. So like this. Ta, 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 ta. So the first ta takes up beats 1 and 2, and the second ta takes up beats 3 and 4. Finally, the whole note, you're going to perhaps feel the most awkward about this one because you're going to hold a ta for 4 full beats. So something like this. Ta, ta, and so on. So I recommend you practice these 2 variations many times just to feel comfortable with these different note value symbols. Now, to lock in just your association of these symbols with numbers, we're going to do some math problems. This is not a math class, but there are going to be frequent drills that just assess your knowledge of the values of these notes. So you'll get a bunch of problems like this. You'll even have these on your quizzes and stuff. So here's an example. For letter A, it says, oh, take that note and then add it to this note. And what is your result? Well, that's a quarter note, so that's got to be 1. This is a half note, so that's got to be 2. So of course 1 plus 2 gives you 3. And for these, you just fill in your answers as numbers, just regular old Arabic numerals. Next, for letter B, oh, that looks like a whole note, so we're thinking 4. That one looks, oh, that's the half note, so that's 2. So 4 minus 2, of course, gives you 2. And finally, we've got some multiplication. So here, that's that half note again, so that's 2. Whole note is 4, so 2 times 4, of course, gives you 8. So do this exercise. Make sure to check your answers against the solutions, which are found on Canvas. And just pay attention to the symbols here. Multiplication, subtraction, you get a few times as well. So try those out. And of course, don't look at these symbols above. Just trust your memory. Trust that you know all of these symbols pretty well.